producer then. I'll be the producer. Be like, all right, we rolling. Three.
Just say the title.
Like Freddie, like Carly. What's the title?
Just be like, episode.
Oh.
Be like episode. What is it? This episode.
For me, it's.
Oh, you can't put that on video.
I can put whatever the fuck I want on my blog, on my big khaki jack blog. You know what I'm saying? I put whatever on this for the culture. Epic.
This is LV, back at it again with a definition of active interviews. We are here with KOR Capital.
The biggest cactus of all time.
Nappy Visuals.
Yes, sir. Ski, nap, chop, nap.
So, it is the first duo in AZ Way to Active history.
Yes, we're the first. We're so honored. We're so blessed. Thank you for having us, LV.
I appreciate you guys for real.
Of AZ Way to Active and your guys' lovely new HQ. The big upgrades. Congrats. Blessings.
Place is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, guys.
You're
Couldn't
welcome.
have asked for a better duo.
Yeah, no.
It's funny because the last time that I was seated with you guys, like us all three seated together, was at Valley Club, right? And you know, now look at us. You have a growing clubhouse. You have your own shop, and I'm like, you know, part of the winning team. So like it's just crazy to look back and like look at us now type shit. It's so funny.
Let's keep going. Let's keep winning.
We all got our own. We all on our own thing. We're going hard. Got to keep consistent.
Exactly.
Got to.
That shit crazy.
But I've always been curious though about how you two met.
Me and Nappy?
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.
Really?
The book.
The book. You guys remember those days?
I don't have a Facebook.
All you
Yeah,
kids out
Facebook.
there, all you kids out there may not have heard of Facebook. There was this thing called Facebook back in the day.
Back in the day, it was like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But yeah, like motherfucking
You know, times have changed.
Tumblr too. That was my shit.
Tumblr was pretty hard.
Yeah.
No homo pause. Shout out the homos. No offense at all. You know, but Nappy slid in the DMs. Slid in the DMs. Yeah.
Okay.
Wanted to inquire about Capital Visuals. Little 15, 16. What were you? 15, 16?
I was like 16.
Yeah, like 16.
Yeah, I think you were going by camera lord at that time already still.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so he's 16,
camera
you know,
lord.
he's this and this, you know, he's, hey, what's up, are you trying to grow this? I don't know, are you trying to grow this shit? And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm always trying to grow this shit. What kind of question is that? And you know what I'm saying? I'm like the type, like, if anybody wants to work, you know, like, there's no this and this, da-da-da, it's just like pull up, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if you're going to pull up, you know what I mean?
That was in the bougie days too.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I think what I said, I have a shoot tomorrow or I have a shoot today or whatever. Pull up, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if you're going to pull up. That's the first test, and he pulled up, you know. So pull up, ready to work, ready to get activated and whatnot, and then motherfucking, you know, the rest is kind of history. Pulled up, and then ever since then, you know, we've been rocking.
Yeah, that was a cool shoot. That was at the studio Color Line over like in the North Phoenix and stuff. That was cool. That was like first shoot we linked up, and then like linked up at a couple of events out here in Phoenix, and then started doing more like shoots together pretty much over time.
Yeah, exactly. Collabing here and there, collabing where we can, where it makes sense, you know, and fucking yeah, that's pretty much that. That's pretty much the story of our conception as.
Conception. So it's been a fat ass minute.
It's been a minute. Yeah, I want to say that was 2015, 2016. So
yeah.
It's been a minute.
Okay.
You know.
I was moving out the state in that time, so that's funny.
Yeah, facts.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, it was smooth.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, nigga was 16 for sure. That's crazy. That was 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty cool though that you guys are still pretty solid with each other.
No, yeah.
That's what it's
like,
about, you know? Like,
the start of Valley Club too, that was like a whole different time. Like niggas was in the studio every day, every motherfucking day. That wasn't even just linking up for a couple shoots, because at that time I was in school, so we wasn't doing mad like I was in school. Like I couldn't do like too much. Like I was still shooting like videos. Like I still had like videos, on my plate. But then when like opened the Valley Club, the first studio with Sloth, and we was in that, probably like setting that up
as
like,
much as we could be. You know, all hands on deck. You know, I needed hands. He had hands. So, you know, yeah. You know, had to get the ball in motion, man. You feel what I'm saying? I needed hands, and he had hands to offer it. You feel what I'm saying? Best way to put it. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we made that shit happen. You know me, like you said, it's cool. You still rocking, I still rock with everybody. Like, you know, I've had a relationship with you, LV, for a long time. With Ben Fly behind you. You know what I'm saying? So for years, you know, I don't burn bridges. I don't do that weird shit. That's like for the out of towners. You know what I'm saying? Like they do all that weird shit. Like, so for us, yeah, I mean, like we're in the same community. We've helped each other to build each other's community. Like we have the same community. Like of course we're gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't do any weirdo shit. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
So he ain't
sure.
never did any weirdo shit. So you know, we still rocking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, got that.
And you see over time, like who's solid and how they act, especially when other relationships go south. You know.
Mhm.
Whose side did you take, but what position did you play? You know what I'm saying? This and this, da da da. How solid were you? You know what I'm saying? Da da da. And you know, I'll always hear that Universal always tell me, oh, you know, this person's acting weird, or this person's talking funny, or da 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 da. And that's never happened. It's never occurred.
Mm.
Feel what I'm saying?
That's interesting. Yeah.
You know, so. That's just, you know, to answer your question of how we remain solid, I guess. Plus, he's a workaholic like me, you know. I like workaholics around me and shit, like, because that's just what it is. Like, you got to be, you know what I'm saying, who you want to be.
You got to surround yourself with like-minded people. That's the one thing that's like.
Period. He ain't never stopped his growth, you know, like opening clothing shops and shit like that, you know, doing what he do, his YouTube channel, like always. Like, you know, he goes crazy, so of course I'm gonna keep the company of people who go crazy. You know
yeah, no, I definitely learned that the hard way. So yeah, it's pretty important to definitely keep people around you that just motivate you to keep doing shit that you want to do and love to do. So for sure.
Period. Keep you like working hard too. That don't really steer you off track. Like you could like a lot of people could like support too, but then they could like. I don't know, like some people, comes down to time to work, they're not gonna buckle down at work too. Just like
facts, you know, or just do what they say they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Commit to what the fuck they say they're gonna commit to.
It's almost
can you
like
cuss on here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, I don't, because I don't cuss.
Right.
But.
Right.
I don't cuss.
Yeah.
Completely. Saint LV.
Yeah, no. It's not a lie.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Solidarity is key, you know. Must remain solid. Must remain a stand-up guy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Important message.
Very important. Good game for you all.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you came to KOR about, you know, whenever KOR was still Camera Lord and stuff like that. So then is that around the time that you started doing videos too? And then like when did you start KOR? So
well, go ahead and Nappy, do your thing.
Fuck. I did not. I shot like a few videos before that. When I first started shooting like videos was when like everybody was doing like the jerk crew stuff, and like everybody was posting videos, and I was like in the crew. I was shooting all those videos. It's like for those like 3-4 years, shot all those videos, and that was like until like 7th grade, and then like freshman year, I shot my first music video with the homie, and it was all on iPhones, and then when I linked up with him, that was like junior year, so in between like. my bad. Sophomore and junior year, I shot like 2-3 music videos, and then that time I didn't really do I didn't do too many because I was like still trying to find artists to work with, and like at that time there was like few people who really would even like buckle down and like get to work too. So it was like, I don't know, when I started to meet more people like in the scene, that's when I started to get more videos, and that was just like also like working through like just meeting more people with him. But like I remember it was one like pool party too. I think it was like the first show I saw Benji at. It was like a pool party like literally like 5 years ago, like 6 years ago. And yeah, you was all there. Like that shit was yeah, that was like everybody in that scene at that time. That was like, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, and then yeah, for me, what 2013 I dropped my first like official video. So what is that? Damn near 10 years. So yeah, you already know. Had a bunch of cameras that we had bought. I tell this story all the time, that we had bought to push our clothes, because we had a little t-shirt company, me and my buddy from high school. And then yeah, when he found Jehovah and kind of bailed out of that project, I started shooting photos and videos for local artists and stuff like that to push the clothes and whatnot. And then I was like, okay, from here I was like, I could do a little shit. Then I started shooting vlogs, concert recaps, this, and then eventually into the music videos. 2013, I think. April 2013, I dropped my first one. So.
Oh, it's April this month.
Yeah.
How fun. How nice.
Yeah. And then real quick, going back to like where Nappy said we linked to Colorline Media for sure. Shout out Bougie and stuff like that, Bougie and Swerve. They're kind of that inspiration for a lot of shit. You know, like their whole multimedia purpose shit I was inspired by, and now you guys are doing your thing here and stuff like that. So, you know, got to shout out the big homies who kind of, you know, laid the way for all of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bougie, Swerve B.
Yeah, no cap.
You know, got to pay homage. Hell yeah.
Okay, so it's clearly been established that you guys are videographers.
Yes,
So
sir.
is there a type of
Man.
like style you guys love to work with and edit, or like a specific type of artist? And do you guys have any favorites currently?
Like currently that we're working with, or just in the industry?
Currently,
period?
or like just period from like
Like some of our
past
favorite
to
artists?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Type of style? I don't know. My style has always kind of been like documentary run and gun style. You know, I kind of just like to put it together as we're doing it. You know, catch the vibe of the artist, whatever it is. That's why people always like, oh, KOR has the hoodest artist or whatever. But that's just like you know. They raw, so I like raw. You know, I don't like too much fabricated this with all the makeup teams and this, da, da, da. That's not like my style. Ever really been my style. You feel what I'm saying? I like to capture whatever the lifestyle or the movement or the vibe is. You know what I'm saying? That the artist is about. Period. I felt like those artists have always gone further too. You know, especially in the underground. Like as raw as you are, and if you can capture your lifestyle and you know. Find like-minded people who fucks with your brand, you know, and can relate to it, then you'll go the furthest. So that's always been like, I'd say my favorite type shit. And then vlogs, of course. I've always loved vlogs and interviews, like doing those and shit like that. Those are kind of where I find the most enjoyment, you know. But like you said, we're videographers. We can do it all. We have done it all, from those big budget shoots with a million moving parts to, you know, pull up in your hood and shoot in your kitchen or your trap, you know, like it don't matter. But that's what I like.
I don't know, yeah, I just be more like, I like, I be liking, like, I like the fast stuff, and then, like, I don't even know, it's just, like, I guess, like, I do like having, just, like, I don't know. When I used to shoot, I used to have like really low quality cameras and stuff. So like really just like the nicer, like the crisper my shit looks, like if I could get the nicest and like most cinematic look, that's all I'm really going for. Like, and then edits, like there is like very cool edits that like back in the day, like in some videos that I really liked, like crazy visual effects that like if I could, like when I try to do them, I'm gonna try and get to like that type of look. Like I like that type of like some like yeah, just like with the, I haven't really like, not like all the drawing effects, but just like things that like pop, like stuff like that, like add to that all in my videos. I do like
Concert vids too, you've been killing those.
Yeah, I never really watched too many concert vids like that, like, or listen to live music, but that's just like something I was like, once I would go to mad concerts, after a minute I was like, I'm gonna start posting these.
Right. I feel like that's kind of how your channel started to pop too.
Yeah, no cap, yeah.
Yeah, he had some viral ass concert videos, like 3, 4 million, 5 million views.
The Young Boy and the fucking Dirk joint and Roddy Ricch. Those those.
Viral as fuck, fool.
And then like I had ones that I held on to that I never posted, and I was like, nigga, yeah, the Young Boy that I just posted this year, and then just go watch that. And then I got all these other ones that I posted this year from like way back, like the Gunna stuff, and like nobody yeah, like I just held on to those. I was just like, I was just always trying to push as much content out, like for videos, to get really my name out here, to get more people to book with me. I'm like, man, I want to get as much people to like fuck with me. Like, let's get more content, and like, it's pretty much all I was like focused on. Like, I didn't even know I could do the concert videos without like legally. I thought it was like a copyright thing at first, and then when I found out you could, I was like, man, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run it up. Boom, channel went up a little bit. Shouts out to Young Boy for that, for sure. But yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Okay, and then you just brought up how you like just kept hitting people and like wanting to do videos with people out here and stuff like that. So it brings me into my next question, which is kind of like how do you guys, or how have you guys kept yourselves like relevant enough, I guess, per se, to have people coming back to you guys to keep doing videos and et cetera, because your guys' names are pretty big out here. So I don't know, like, how do you guys just keep yourselves kind of like
consistency? It's just like consistency. Like every time you go out, like if you could go out and like get like a little, like when I go out to a show, I get like a little clip of like the homies and send that out to them, or photos, and try and send that out to them if I could, and just like get that and wear it out as much as possible. Keep that like if once they post you, they're gonna tag you. Your name just like keeps filtering in the algorithm, and like, and just like when you do that, the more times people, like, you're gonna meet more people, and like you could get like more chances to work with people. That's how I was always doing in the beginning. And then now, like, the more work you put out now, it's just like you brand yourself on the internet, right? The world is like 2022. It's like you go crazy.
Yeah, and then fucking, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't know. I could pretty much probably write a book on that shit. Like, but like you gotta it's like a lot that goes into it. But like so you got like your long-term brand. You know what I mean? Like the longevity. Like, you have to be doing shit for a while. A lot of people will have ideas or this and this or da-da-da, and they'll start it for a little while, and it doesn't go where they want right away. You feel what I'm saying? So they become discouraged and kind of stop. But, like, there's, like, there's value in, like, long-term. You know what I'm saying? If you're a long-term name. You know what I mean?
When I got into it, I definitely knew that was what I wanted to do, for sure. So, like, yeah, if you want to get into videography or whatever you want to get into, you got to have, like, a very long-term vision.
Have a long-term, like, mindset. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to make the quick buck or get the quick clout or the quick hype or the quick come up, whatever. Like, you got to find those things that you're willing to do long-term. So, there's a long-term aspect of it. Like, that's... Like you said, with consistency, we've been staying consistency for years. You know what I'm saying? Staying consistent for years. And then there's like when your brand starts to, I don't know, I'm going to say lose steam, but like,
it's like even when you want to, like, even when things slow down, you got to keep like, you got to stay consistent. It's like this, like, it's not even, but you got to find a way to stay consistent. If not, like,
facts, and spice your shit up. You know what I'm saying? Rebrand when the time is necessary. You know what I'm saying? And do different little shit, like you said. Oh, you used to be Camera Lord, then you're this, then now you're running Valley Club. Da, da, da. You gotta find ways to keep your name relevant, and then like just understand, like
people still know you as Camera Lord. That's the thing. Sure. Is like it's number one. Is like that's like, you know what I mean, like.
But it's almost like an older generation. It's like, and then newer kids will come up like, oh, you're Big Cactus, or oh, you're with the Valley Club. Like, who are you? Who are you? I don't even know you. I just know the Valley Club. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even take it personal. Like, you don't gotta know me. That's fine. You still know one of my brands. So whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like long term, staying consistent. You know, knowing when to rebrand and do some new exciting shit. You know, and then staying consistent with that. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's like a circle. And then don't ever be afraid to take those leaps. You know, if you got faith in yourself and in your plan or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be afraid to put your money where your mouth is. Not nobody, I should say, but like maybe 1 in 10 creatives in general. I'm not even going to say artists, but creatives, you know, invest in their marketing, invest in their, you know, brand placement or swipe ups, or for other influencers or creatives to do shout outs and stuff like that. Like, don't be afraid to do that shit to hit new audiences and shit, you know. People will do the same shit in the same city forever, and, oh, why it never blew up? Because, you know, you didn't touch any other audiences. You didn't, you didn't do anything. You didn't take those risks, you know what I'm saying? Hit the road, you know what I'm saying? Go collab with other people. Put your bag, you know, whatever it is, find a way. Oh, I don't have a way. Get a job. Work 2 jobs. Like this, you know what I'm saying?
It's really, like you said, like taking risks, like, it's just like little things you hear from people too. Like, yeah, you just gotta like you said, put your money where your mouth is. Like, gotta takes money to make money. You gotta,
you know,
like, you just gotta put those up. Like, sometimes you gotta just take a risk, go put that money down to get a bunch of merch and put your name out there, and then
hit the road, take L's. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that shit. That's the only way you really can learn. You know what I'm saying? As if you get out there. Like, even when we hit the road, okay, going to New Mexico last month, like, these are $1,200, $1,500 missions, but we do that shit to expand and to keep your shit where you need to, you know? So it's like people who be like, oh yeah, this and this, it's like, you can't sit here and, from the whole community, the whole culture in general, you can't take from it and not give back. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like the law of reciprocation. You have to keep everything moving. So if I made $100 last night, I spent $40 on a nappy hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I this, you know, feed your culture, feed your community. You know, spent money at Antro nightclub to support a show and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, so, and then people, you know, they don't understand that.
Makes sense. Definitely respect it.
Might be speaking, you know, some different language, you know, but if you ask, I'm going to tell you my insight,
right,
you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of flaws, you know, but that's how we've, you know, stayed relevant and shit out here.
Okay. So then, speaking of flaws, what are the pros and cons of being a videographer? Or at least in your guys' personal
It depends if you're gonna be like what's the word, independent, or like what's the main word, but yeah, like completely independent with it, like, or like you're gonna go get like a job, like you go get like a job for like CNN or Disney, you'd probably be like straight. But like, I mean, you're working, you gotta stay working. Some people gonna have like something that they're gonna, like a job on the side, and it's gonna, like, if you're gonna go full time into this and you want to keep growing, you gotta like go hard, like gotta put your all into that, like, pretty much. That's one thing I would say.
One, you said some flaws with being a videographer.
It's like,
hey, I don't know. I've never really 100% like considered myself fully like a videographer. Maybe more so like a content curator. You know, like who just like uses content to help promote like the brands that I'm monetarily involved with. You know, whether that's artists, the clubhouse studio, you know, other videographers who I'll have a partnership with, Nappies or Lil Wallies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we just use content to promote that all. So in terms of what is difficult about being a videographer, that's like another book, you know? That's another book I could write right there, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of difficulties with this shit. But I don't know, I would say, what's a difficulty I've had? I mean, maybe like the learning curve, You know, like
if you're
if
trying to get budgets, that's the one thing. Is like I don't know, like there's just like the lane that like I don't know.
Keeping people like believing and investing in it, you know, like you just become all these different things. Like a coach, you got to coach and counsel and do all this other shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because like you know the power of like I know the power of content. You know, like if I do a Clubhouse vlog, like I know, okay, this goes up, that goes up. You know, this much more attention, blah, 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 you know, but, like, getting an artist who doesn't understand, like, that type shit, maybe that's a big difficulty, getting people to understand the importance of visuals, you know? If you're asking, like, what's the difficulty of a videographer, like, I can't really think of too many others, because it's just something, like, we do. Like, we've gravitated towards, like you said, we've always had cameras. I always filmed skate videos and shit before, and he always filmed fucking jerk videos, you know, like niggas have always just had cameras, you know, just got older and had to start monetizing it, like, okay, you know, like,
yeah, that's the one thing is like learning the business part and then like trying to adjust with like I was saying, like if you're not like on a contract, you're working with like a bunch of other people who are independent too, so it's like it becomes like you have to work with people too, and when you're hitting the road and you're doing stuff like that, and like it just becomes like this thing, and like everybody like they always be like there's like this whole like thing that's viral, like the battle with the like videographers and the budgets, and like it's just like that definitely it's true, because like it's you could it is a lot to invest into the equipment, but like it's really just also I think it is based on you gotta get that value most of the time though. You gotta like work to get that value. You gotta show that you're worth that much. But after like years and years of doing it, like it's like after a while that it's not just gonna come still, like you're still like unless you gotta go like work with like labels and stuff like that to get that like anything you're gonna stay busy. Like being a complete videographer, you're just gonna stay busy. You're just gonna completely stay busy unless you're going with like higher budgets or some that you could like maybe do a big budget and fall back for like, you know what I mean, like a month and not have to work. Or like videographer, you're gonna stay completely busy. Boom, 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 boom. It's not bad.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like an 80-hour-a-week job though. If you're like not if you're not trying to like create like some other like YouTube residuals or like. You gotta be getting that YouTube check-in or like the merch check-in.
Because you're on the hamster wheel for sure. Like once you start, I don't think since I've started in 2013, I've never not had shit to edit or shit that I owe people or this and this, da da da. But like then as you get older, it is kind of like, all right, I guess that's another difficulty you could add to the list is like figuring out, okay, how am I eventually gonna get off this hamster wheel? Like what am I gonna invest in? Like he's invested in his clothing shop and, you know, his other little shit. I'm invested in the Clubhouse, you know what I'm saying, and all my other little projects and whatnot. So it's like eventually one day you want some residual and some payoff income.
because then all the projects you take on is like everything is like I don't know, you could take every project you take on is just more like fun instead of like in the beginning when you were in the very beginning is like you're taking every project on to like get bread.
Yeah.
Now it's like you could chill a little bit once you got that, like, what's that breathing room? But, like, if you want to take on it from the very beginning, it's really not bad. Like, I have no issues with being a videographer right now, but motherfucking, like.
Same.
Yeah.
But. Couple slight issues. If issues. That's why I said we don't really have issues, but if you need me to name some, like,
Yeah.
Those.
But.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody who wanted to just jump into it, there's like always gonna be this like you gotta like you said, don't even like try and start unless you like know you want to do it. Like, don't go spend like you know what I mean.
Don't do it if it's solely a monetary vision, because we all have those. Like we all fall victim every fucking day. Oh, buy this fucking NFT or buy this Bitcoin, blah, blah, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And thinks of like or in thoughts of a quick come up, but the end of the day like. That shit is not really like there's a small percent chance you win like on some lottery shit, but it's like the same equivalent like gambling in the casino. Like there's a chance you win and eat a little bit, but like if it's not what your DNA wants to do, you know, like what your natural genetic makeup is gravitating towards, then it's like it'll never work out long term. You know, you'll probably lose more money than you know. I see it every fucking day. People buy, what kind of camera you use? And I don't care. I'm like Elon Musk. Like, you guys can have all my trade secrets. Like, I know I'm one of one or whatever. So it's this camera, this lens, this, da-da. A month later, offer up. You feel what I'm saying? Or, remember that camera you told me to buy? Like, do you want to buy it? You know what I'm saying? This and this. Like, you know, trying to sell their shit because they thought, I'll be a video guy. I'll start charging $500 to $1,000 a video, and my life's going to be great. They do one video. They hate working with a client. The client hates their work. They're having a battle back and forth. Da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like a mess because their heart wasn't in it. You know?
Makes sense, yeah. For sure. What is one artist you guys really want to work with?
Joey. Joey Badass. That'd be like the #1 artist I want to work with. That was like my favorite artist before I started shooting videos, and still to this day. Like, but like that was like every day watching his videos, just listening to music and stuff like that. For sure.
Joey Badass.
Yeah, I know you'd be like Gucci
Me?
Mane.
Old Gucci though, not new Gucci. I'm not working with the new.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't heard a Joey song like
Boring.
recently. Crazy, but.
I could just see Gucci's videos too. They're all like just crazy budget videos, like where he's probably just like you know, being led by somebody. Okay, do this. You know, hair, makeup, all lighting and da. Those shoots never have ever appealed to me ever in a million years. I would rather him be like, '06 Gucci, pull up to the trap house. It's gonna be me, OJ the Juice Man, Waka Flocka. You're gonna shoot.
Okay,
We're getting high as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we're going to shoot, and we're going to go viral as soon as we drop it, millions of views. That would be my ideal situation.
Okay.
Throwback.
Right?
That's
For
throwback.
sure.
That's that. Nobody, like modern day, I don't know. They're not really, no artists who I'm like, oh, I want to really work with, da-da-da. You know?
Okay.
Big wise. No. Old Gucci. Or old Flocka.
Okay.
Waka Flocka for sure, yes. Waka Flocka Flame, Hood Affairs days.
All right. And what's your guys' angle with all of this, videos and etc.?
What's your angle, Nap?
Man,
What's the overall angle
overall angle.
for trap now?
Angle.
Legal trap.
Angle. Man, like I didn't want to like I gotta start shooting like more. Like I said, like I love just shooting cinematic stuff. So like I want to get into like cinema, like short films, or if anybody like just future, because I want to eventually just have the means and capabilities to go into that, like, and just take a little month and work on that project, or like 2 months and like 3, however, like just knock that out with a couple people. And
yeah, for sure.
that'd be dope, and get a couple of those out every few years. That'd be dope.
Facts. Yeah, this a big, musical / content platform, you know what I mean? Like I want, like he said, like his angle is to do a big project. Like my angle would be to get, land some big brand deals with brands that I fucks with, and then be able to just cook the content that I want all day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that. Not really have to do one thing or another, you know what I mean? That's pretty much my angle. And then for that to be the biggest, thing in the desert in terms of my lane, you know what I mean? So like an actual platform, like an actual, I don't even want to say Lyrical Lemonade, because I'm not really for all the I want it to be a mix of like videos and vlogs and all this shit and interviews and just a real culture hub for the desert. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for sure. Like Soul Train, or like, maybe Elevator or Noisy or something of the desert,
Okay. Yeah, no, that would be cool, actually, to have out here. For sure. It's funny that you brought up Lyrical Lemonade, though, because I was going to end it on the, like, are you guys like a fan of Cole Bennett, or like who is a videographer that you guys really kind of get like inspired by, or just really admire their work? Or Just yourselves.
I do fuck with Cole Bennett. I fuck with like lately I've been fucking with what Dirk and Jerry been doing. Cause like they
Stole mine.
I know you were about to say that too.
I was gonna let you go
about to
first,
say that.
Jerry.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
But no, they go crazy right now. Just right now, especially them niggas are going crazy, bro. But there's another like but like in the past few years, like it was definitely Cole Bennett though. Like when I say I love effects, like he spazzes.
Yeah.
Like that new Yee video was crazy. Like yeah, I think Cole Bennett's cold as fuck. So is Lone Wolf and
Nerdbon's killing shit in that realm. In that little effecty ass realm. I don't really fucks with like the effects, and I've never really been a huge fan of Cole Bennett. Like I've always admired his grind for being so young and like being the face of videography, like, you know, and staying busy and consistent. Like definitely shout out to anybody's grind, you know. But creatively, no, I'm not really fucking with that. But definitely Jerry PhD for sure. He's a Detroit videographer, if you guys don't know. He does mostly like Lil Durks and shit nowadays, videos and stuff, but they're all hard. Like he never misses to me, ever. His effects, like how he edits is how I edit. Like I feel like our shit is in sync because like he edits strictly to like the beat and shit like that. Like his shit is just lit every video. Extremely talented. But yeah. So yeah, like, not really any artists I'd want to work with, but videographers I definitely want to work with Jerry. Right?
Oh, fucking Volandis. Volandis is cold as fuck.
It's cold too.
Yeah, I
it's cold too.
In a minute.
Yeah,
I've seen his work in a
I
minute,
like that he's like going so against the grain. I haven't seen none of his new shit, but like he's blatantly like simple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like blatantly like
it's just so
he probably
simple,
tells niggas
so
who go, can you do this little corny effect, this little corny effect? He's like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no.
This is what you're getting. This
shit's hard.
So I respect that because he is like in the face of all this fucking hype wave ass shit every day, new effects that all these artists want. This nigga is stuck to his gun.
That shit is hard. Yeah. That shit is hard.
Yeah, he's pretty cold. There's a clothing designer guy out here whose clothes was in one of his videos and photos and shit like that.
Hard.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, Volandis is that guy for sure.
Yeah.
That man.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's like the major ones I could think of off the top of my head. I really I be telling people like I haven't really been watching much other like videos on YouTube lately, so I'm like I don't even like it comes on and I look at it, but I'm not like watching it and like replaying it back like most times no more. Like I don't know. Yeah. But.
Okay. Definitely a solid answer.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Alright, and that is the end of the first AZ Way Too Active duo interview.
Yes. Epic.
No, nigga.
But no. Shut up over there ruining your Reggie, dog. You just get ready to perform this video, right? Yeah, so some Reggie. I'll tell the good people about the Reggie.
So Reggie.
This ain't Reggie, first off.
Oh, press pause on the camera. Nah, don't even press pause. Just don't put this. That bitch is ghetto. Wait, what? Ain't old spells. No, bro. It's not worth it.
Hey, tofu and vegetables only. No rice, no sauce.
Oh, me. I can't even eat Chinese food no more, nigga.
Quick Whole Foods break on them. Quick little